All right, so we are going live on a few different devices at the moment. They are set up. This is my first time. Hopefully it goes well. So if I keep looking, that's why. Hello, I am Lily McNamara with Lily of the Light, and I'm going to be doing the first of a monthly series of Zodiac, giving each of the Zodiacs a reading for the month of November. Now, as most of you know, the full moon happened and the eclipse hit us between the eyes. And so now with all of this new energy and everything that's going on, what can each sign look forward to? And so that's kind of what we're going to be talking about. So we're going to give the cards a quick shuffle. All right. So Aries is the first sign of the Zodiac that we will be. Hello, Denise. Thank you for tuning in here. It just popped up. I got excited. I got a viewer. All right. So Aries, here we go. All right. 3-card spread is the Page of Swords to start off with Aries. And so that has a lot to do with intellectual messages. And with this one, I would like to remind people that that snap judgment, that real part of you does not need to come out in Aries right now. It's a chance to take a pause and sit back and listen and really feel what people are saying to you. Because a lot of times people aren't saying things to be critiquing. They are saying them to be helpful. And if someone just doesn't communicate properly, don't bite their head off. Just try and listen to the message. Next, we have the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is actually a card that I like a lot, that not a lot of my clients like when we're doing personal readings. And it basically means you're in an uncomfortable situation because you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. Hello, Becky. I love you. Becky just signed on saying hi. So basically with Aries, you're in an uncomfortable situation. Now, this is actually one of the most empowering cards of the Zodiac. And the way I view it with people is I always say, if you spilt milk in the kitchen, you know you spilt the milk and you can clean it up. If you didn't, if someone else made the fuck up, if someone else spilled the milk in the kitchen, you are walking into a smelly, stinky, sticky mess that now, how the hell are you going to deal with it? Because you don't know that someone spilt milk. So how do you know where it's coming from? You made the mistake, which means you can fix it. Be empowered to fix what is going on with you. That is what the 8 of Swords is for this month of November for Aries. Lastly, we have a happy card. We have the Lovers. Now, everyone always views the Lovers as very, woo, and it's not always like that. So remember, Aries, you very headstrong, beautifully brilliant people, ask for help. People want to help you. People want to be there for you. They want to be able to spend time with you and be like, hey, what do you need? No, nothing. I can do it myself. That is not the answer here. That is not the answer ever for you. So get off your high horse. Don't let your ego get involved. People want to help you. Let them help you. It is all going to be okay. So that is Aries for November after the full moon. So let's get the cards back in the deck and give them a quick shuffle. The next one is actually Taurus, and I like Taurus sun signs. They are super stubborn, and somehow that makes me happy. I like to push up against their boundaries in a very respectful way because they will never change. They are so steadfast. It is just wonderful. And me being the Cancer water sign that I am, it's just so nice having someone that's, oh, you're there all the time. Yeah, it's fabulous. So Taurus, let's see what we have for you, shall we? All right, boom, boom, boom. All right. We have the King of Pentacles. So this is a masculine or male person in your life who is not feeling well. And this is the psychic message that's coming up for you, Taurus. So please be aware of it. And they're one of those like really proud people. Oh, no, it's fine. I'm feeling okay. Check in on the patriarchs of your family, the bosses, the men in your family who are having a hard time, because they're not going to reach out to you. And it's not necessarily that they need help. They're just not doing well. You know, emotional support is support. Next, we have the 9 of Wands. And this comes for Taurus with the stubbornness, that beautiful stubbornness that I love so much. The 9 of Wands is that you are pushing so hard, it's time to pause. Take a step back, take a break, practice self-love, practice self-care, and be able to regenerate. You are not finished with the tasks that you have been put on this earth to do for November after the eclipse. Not even close. But if you keep going at the speed that you're going, you're just going to get burnt out. So honor your body, take a step back. with that, I also want to remind Tauruses out there that as much as you love the people in your life, because you do, and you are the steadfast one, you cannot be everything to everyone at the same time and be anything to yourself. So try really, really hard to just take a step back and honor that without feeling bad that you're letting someone down. They're all adults. They do not need your help 24/7. They will be fine. They will be fine. And lastly, this one's a little different. So we have the Four of Pentacles coming up for Taurus for November, and that actually has a lot to do with saving money. Now, normally I wouldn't say this for the Four of Pentacles. It's like being greedy. Don't be so guarded. But really, it seems like for Taurus, there's going to be a financial thing coming up that you need to be more aware of. And what is that weird phrase that old people say? Don't be penny wise and pound foolish. Don't be like, yep, plan ahead, long term. That's what we want to go for with Taurus. So with your finances and everything for November, make sure you're going long term. There's not going to be any instant gratification. I'm sorry. I know I like it too, but that's just not what it is today. All right. So that is Taurus. Let's gather up the cards and do another shuffle. All right, and while we're doing this, reminder, I am Lily McNamara with Lily of the Light, and this is the first live stream of these readings. They will happen at least once a month because why not? It is awesome and fun to do these, and it's kind of like a version of Tarot Tuesday, but a little bit more in-depth for the different zodiacs. And if you ever want a full reading to go in depth just for you, lilyofthelight.com, you can look that up. Absolutely. All right, Gemini. Let's see what we got. Gemini. All right, nothing too bad. We like that for Gemini. So we have the Three of Pentacles for the Gemini. Yay. So the Three of Pentacles has a lot to do with being steadfast in what you're doing. So the little project that you're working on right now is absolutely what you should be working on. Calliope just signed on. Hello, Calliope. And so Calliope is with Muse Branding Studios, and I absolutely love her. That was totally like a side tangent, but she is lovely, and I'm so happy that she is here. Hello. So with Gemini, it's being able to continue to move forward with that steadfast and just kind of hang in there. You're learning and you're building your expertise in the way that you want. I know that it's not in the time frame that you want. Don't be impatient. Just keep working on it. Next, we have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords, again, you're making progress. You're making more progress than you think you are. Because it's that Gemini. It's like, I'm doing enough. Should I be doing more? I'm doing enough. Should I be doing more? You're doing fine, sweeties. You're doing fine. Remember to rest when you need it. Remember to because you guys trust your friends so much. It's so beautiful. Only ask advice from people who are at your level or better. And what I mean is, like, if you're asking for accountant advice, don't ask your mama unless she's an accountant. You ask people for the advice that you want with the project that you're doing. So I would never ask a doctor about mechanics from a car. You ask the expert in that field what you need help with. Stop asking for advice from people who just don't know, and honor the fact that they don't know and be okay with that. And lastly, we have the Six of Pentacles, and that's really exciting for you guys because you do like hanging out with people and making friends. And so this is doing more, giving more. And especially in this season, I know that a lot of people are giving thanks and volunteering. You will find your niche there in the next month, November, after the new moon for Gemini. It's going to be so much fun for you. It's going to be just wonderfully relaxing and really gratifying for you to give back to other people, however that looks to you. So that is Gemini. Collect the cards again. I do like this deck. This is one of my favorite decks. This is from Chiro, and it is the Gilded Tarot. It's so pretty. I like the little Cirque du Soleil look it's got going on. Give it a quick shuffle. Cancer is next. Cancer is late June and July birthdays. My sun's sign, in case anyone is wondering. My birthday is July 6th. Let's see what we have for Cancer. All right, pull the three cards. All right, so we have the Seven of Wands, which is just lovely, which is just fine. It's about not being so defensive, not wishing for things that you don't have. Be realistic in your expectations, specifically of others. Just because you expect it of yourself does not mean that you're going to get from other people. No, 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 no. And that's okay. Your expectations for yourself will always be higher than that of what other people can give you. And it's understanding that and embracing that and knowing that so that you're not disappointed, because we are emotional creatures, us cancers, and we have the ability to get very butthurt about a lot of stuff. So next we have the Seven of Cups. And Seven of Cups is about decisions. You have so many decisions, and I can attest to this one. My goodness. I have been so overwhelmed as a Cancer after the eclipse. The energy just exploded, and it was fabulous and amazing. But now all these options are here, and all of them are fabulous. And what do you do with them? You just kind of have decision paralysis. You're like, Don't do that. Pick 2 or 3 things as a Cancer that you want to focus on for the month of November and go for it. Absolutely. Balls to the wall, no apologies, let loose and do it. Because when you do that, when you finally focus and stop being so emotional about it, here's what's going to happen. The sun. So for those who do not know, sun is the sign of success. Yeah, happy dance. So it's the sign of manifesting. It's the sign of doing shit, getting shit done, and getting what you want. Set the intentions. Make sure that you're charging your crystals. Have a focus and have a plan that has actionable steps, because so many of us have like those big thought ideas. That's not what you need. You need the big thought idea, and then you need an action plan with steps. So do that. And as a Cancer, you will have a great month. Just remember to have your expectations for others in line and not to get distracted, and you will do fabulous. All right, here we go. Shuffling for Leo, our lovely Leos. There is a lovely woman whose last name is actually lovely, and I didn't know this until I saw them on social media. And I've called her my lovely Leo for the past 3 years, and then I found out like 2 months ago that her last name is lovely. And I've always known that her zodiac sign was Leo, so I always called her my lovely Leo. But she is just wonderful. So next sign is Leo. So let's see what we got for you. And remember, if you're not catching this live, you can also catch the replay, and then you can like fast forward to your zodiac sign if you don't want to see all 12. All 12 isn't for everyone, let's be honest. Not everyone's as into the zodiac as the rest of us. All right. So Leo's King of Swords. Now, you'll notice how in the picture he's kind of looking down, and that's because swords can be a titch judgmental, not in a bad way, but in a very I overthink kind of way. So I want to remind you not to overthink, not to overprocess. I'm looking at you, my PLP, who I saw signed on. You know, my past life pal is someone that I met at the blocks a few months ago on the TV show that we were both on, and she overthinks. I don't know if her sign is Leo, but I know she overthinks. So that's for you. That's also for the ADHD people. Shout out to our neurodivergent people. They were absolutely fabulous. So remember not to overthink and not to be overcritical of yourself, because everyone can always be doing more. That doesn't mean you should be doing more. Don't should on yourself as a Leo, because you always have ideas of grandeur and these big thoughts. That doesn't mean that everything needs to happen at once. Next, we have the Ace of Wands, and now this is why this is not a kids program. This means one of 2 things for the Leos. 1, have some great sex. Enjoy, go wild, yay, happiness. The other thing it could mean, if you're not in the mood to get laid, is that it is about having passions and hobbies, not something that is work and money and the grind. Even if you love your job, get a hobby. So have fun. Get interesting with it. Get really into what you love, what makes you happy, and do it. Take time to do it. Because you keep saying, you lovely Leos, you keep saying, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. You're not too busy. You're not too busy. Go and do it. You'll be fine. Make time. Prioritize that. Because in reality, you are the Queen of Pentacles. You are in control of your own life. You are able to make decisions and be successful on your own terms. You keep trying to be successful on other people's terms, which is what's fucking you up. Stop trying to please other people in your life, and you will do better. You will succeed the second you take out everybody else. Remember, you are a Leo. You are the proud lion. You are a fabulous queen bitch. Nothing wrong with that. You do not worry about what other people think. You worry about what you think, and if it feels right to you, do it, and you will be successful, and it will be fabulous. So those are for my lovely Leos. Next, we have our Virgos. We're going in the zodiac order, in case anyone's wondering. So Virgos is one of my favorite signs. I only know 2 Virgos that I don't like, and they're like my arch nemesis. So, I mean, it balances out because I've loved every Virgo that I have met except those 2. Just shout out to Virgos. So grounding. It's just lovely. For me and my woo, it's lovely. All right, Virgos, here we go. What are your 3 cards for November? More schooling, more mentorship, more instruction from other people. You are not high king shit. The things that you want to do, you are not the best at yet. So make sure that you ask the experts on how to do it and get the plans for it, because there are people who know better, and help them, let them help you to do better with your signs and with what's going on and with your goals. There's always someone who has some great advice for you. Feel free to lean on them. Take them out for coffee and have a chat. Absolutely. All right. Next, we have the 6 of Pentacles. All right. So this is doing more. Now, I feel bad saying this because Virgos can tend to be, I want to do more. I want to do more. I don't want them to be hard on themselves. I want them to do more. I want them to embrace the fact that they are epic and wonderful and doing fabulous, and be able to move forward with that and be able to really feel that. And so do more. Set time aside to plan your big plans and make them happen. You deserve it. You deserve to dedicate your life to yourself for the month of November. Virgos, come on. You can do it. You do so much for other people. You might as well do something for yourself. And lastly, now I feel bad saying this because I am a Cancer, and I know there's going to be at least one person who calls me out on this on these lives. King of Cups. Do not make decisions based on temporary emotions. Now, as you all know me with being a Cancer, how often do I do that? A lot. And I'm okay. I acknowledge that. I acknowledge that I am a deeply sensitive and emotional person, and I have a tendency to make decisions out of emotions and then reevaluate after I've calmed down and grounded. Virgos, don't do that. Don't be me. I am not the example that you want to live by right now. That is not the badass that you want to be. You want to take a step back. What is the decision for the long term? And then move forward with grace with that. And specifically, the message that's coming up is the rare decisions. I'm not talking like, oh, should I do this or should I not do this? If you think you should bite someone's head off, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. So that is for Virgo. Don't bite anyone's head off. Don't do things out of emotion mind like, again, I tend to do as a Cancer. Not where you need to be right now. All right. Shuffle for Libra. Believe it or not, my dad is a Libra. Oh, my goodness. And I mean, I'd love to say he's quintessential, but he's not. The rest of his chart just makes him a wackadoo in the best way. So everyone would think, oh, my dad must be eccentric. No. My dad is the exact opposite of me. He is an earthbound human where I am an immortal goddess. So he is fabulous, and he balances me out very, very well. He actually helped me install my doorbell recently. I was very proud. I did something earthbound and only cried once, which for those of you who know me know that that's a big deal. I don't do electrical and technology well. All right, our Libras, our wonderful Libras. Oh, justice. Okay. Here's the thing about Libras. You can't get hooked on the idea that someone else needs to pay or there needs to be perfect balance. As much as we want balance and harmony in the world, and it is something that happens, it is not something that happens instantaneously. So trust the universe and karma that it will fix it. You don't have to. If things feel out of balance, let them go. November is not the time to figure out debts and everything like that, especially karmic or generational. Put it on the back burner. Deal with it later. All right. And we have the 5 of Wands. Now, this is, what hill do you want to die on? What exactly is it that's really important to you that you're like, yep, this is something that I need to yell about? Well, not yell. This is something that I would argue. This is something that I want to deal with. Pick your battles. Not every battle. Look at this. If you were doing this, this would be exhausting. Pick one. You got one battle for the month of November. Pick one. Not all of them. Pick one. Pick the hill you want to die on. And next we have the Nine of Pentacles, which quite honestly is one of my favorite cards because it comes with hand movements. So when I do private readings, which you can get at lilyofthelight.com, when the Nine of Pentacles comes up, this is a yes, queen. Bring it, Diva. Yeah. That's what this card is. You are a badass bitch. Own it. Love it. Be it. You are intrinsically amazing. You have forgotten that. How dare you? How dare you not be amazing? You are fabulous. Don't let anyone tell you differently. It is not their place to say. So embrace how amazing you are and go forth fearlessly with the Nine of Pentacles for my Libra homies. Next, we have Scorpios. And my moon is Scorpio. Moon in Scorpio is one of the most intuitive places you can have it. And I am quite a fan of it with my mediumship. So let's see what Scorpios has. I met someone recently who had a Scorpio rising. Oh, they were delicious, baby. Our demons danced so well together. Beautiful person. Just amazingly dark and rich and just fabulously in tune with their true self. It was amazing. I loved seeing a Scorpio rising sign. All right, let's see what we have. All right, the world. The world is your oyster after the eclipse for Scorpios. And I mean, that makes sense. You're in a time where things are moving fluidly between one dimension and another. The veil is still kind of thin. You're able to do those things. So what I actually recommend is that you start working a little bit more with your guides and have them help you make the decisions to move forward. That's what'll be the best option for you. I like it. I love it. I want you to do it. Next, we have the Three of Pentacles, which means you're working on building a skill and you're actually doing really well at it. You're still in the beginning. You're still working on it. So continue working and be proud of what you've made. Don't second guess yourself like, oh, but someone else is better than me. Fuck them. They've been doing it for 20 years longer than you. No wonder they're better than you. Just do it at your own pace and honor that. Lastly, the Lover's card. The Lover's card for Scorpio after the eclipse is all about self-indulgence. And it's not like the Devil card where it's like, oh, you got to be careful about that stuff. I'm not talking about overindulgence, but I mean indulge in your darkness. And I don't mean darkness. I mean the parts of you that are deep down that you don't get to talk to very often. Ask your skeletons in the closet out for tea. Dance with your demons. Hang out with the parts of you that really, really feel like they need attention and love. This is the time to do it. Absolutely. Hey, LaRonda, how you doing, girl? So we are just finishing Scorpio, and that's what I feel for them. Thank you for tuning in, sweetie. And then, whoop, don't drop the cards. That would have been unfortunate. Sagittarius. Let's see what the universe has to say to Sagittarius during this time since the eclipse. 3-card draw. Let's see it, huh? Let's see what we got here. Okay, you remember how Scorpio we just talked about like indulge? Don't. So Sagittarius, do not overindulge. Be aware that you may have addictive behaviors in certain aspects of your life. This could be substances or behaviors. Do not overdo it. You do not have healthy boundaries at this time, which is fine. We all go through that phase. But in the next month, no overindulgence. Next, we have the Sun. And for you, this actually means that the things that you're doing are the right things as long as you don't overindulge. Remember that. It's about being able to see the positive in everything. And I do not mean toxic positivity. You all know that I hate that. It's about being able to see what actually needs to be done. Shine light on everything so that you can have perspective. Use the sun as a disinfectant. Do all those things with that beautiful card. And lastly, you need to make some new friends. And it's not necessarily that your friends suck now. No, that's not it. But be open to new situations and people that can enrich your life in a different way. Remember, the sun is adding perspective, and that's going to shine light on some new people so that you can make more friends. I love that. All right. Capricorn. My mama's a Capricorn. And y'all know how much I love my mama. All right. So Capricorns. hard-working bunch, them. Let's see what we got for them for November after the eclipse. All right. Well, we got the Three of Pentacles. Now, they are extremely hardworking. So everyone's sitting there going, Three of Pentacles, isn't that hard to work? Yes, it is. Okay. When a Capricorn works, a 3 is a big number. Like, they give everything all the time. So they are working hard. Let me tell you what. Next, we have the Knight of Wands, and that means that things are going to be moving faster than what they're used to because they're very slow and steadfast moving. So with things moving faster, remember that you need to make knee-jerk decisions, but not impulsive decisions. It's being able to make decisions for your long-term future in a way that's not going to cause you to be overwhelmed now, because that's not what we want. No matter what decision you're making now, don't be overwhelmed. That is for Capricorns. Lastly, the decisions that you are making, Moon. Yes, follow that intuition. Use your psychic abilities. Use that gut feeling. Use your tarot, use your pendulum, use your dowsing rods to get the answers that you want during this fast-moving time to continue working on the things that you want to work on. And dare I say, you are working on yourself, and it is going very well. I'm very proud of you. Thank you for being so amazing. So that was Capricorn. And now we go on to Aquarius. Here we go. Aquarius is another one of those signs who occasionally overthinks. No judgment. I'm right there with you. So let's see what we have for them. All right. Okay. So you all hear that I'm shuffling a lot. So the fact that some cards are coming up for multiple signs is really showing that, like, yes, we are in a theme of universal love and that we should all be working together. So I say that because we have the Moon for Aquarius. And this is actually showing, so the Moon can mean intuition or else things are hidden from you. Without overanalyzing, be aware that you don't have all the information. Ask more questions. Ask more questions. And that's when things will start going your way. If you're not being openly inquisitive, you're not going to get what you want. And let's manifest. You deserve to get what you want. Ain't nothing says that you got to sit there and be miserable. Go out, be proactive, get what you want. Absolutely. So then we have the Knight of Wands again. I shuffled these cards so much. The fact that these are coming up repeatedly is really telling me that the universe wants us to work together. So the Knight of Wands, so when that good luck happens, when things are going your way, it's going to happen fast. And when it happens fast, don't take it for granted. Make sure you do your gratitude journals and continue to move through it. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I just don't know what to do. You know what to do. Lean into it. Lean into it and be fabulous. It'll go great for you. I love that. Go out and get that prosperity. It is yours. You deserved it. You earned it. Ask more questions. That is Aquarius. And lastly, we have Pisces. Now, Pisces is another water sign. And so they can be kind of flowy. Someone once described to me that Pisces reflect people very well. They're a reflection of people, how they behave. And I thought that was really beautiful for them, because sometimes Pisces get a bad rap, and I'm not going to lie, sometimes I've given them a bad rap. All right, so let's see what Pisces has for us. All right, Three of Pentacles. Working hard, but not too hard, and they're not working as hard as they could be because they're not making the decisions that they need to move forward. Be more decisive, and with that is the Emperor. It is all masculine energy. It is all doing, assertiveness, and being cold and calculated. This is not the time for feels. Oh, this is a feels. No. It's about moving forward. It's about moving forward and getting what you want and getting what you're working towards. And then you get to celebrate. You're going to have a girls' night. You're going to have fun, and it's going to be amazing. Stop getting hung up on the decisions, and it'll go so much easier for you. So that is actually all of them. God, 30 minutes. It took 30 minutes to do 12 zodiac signs. It's not too bad. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in and having fun and doing this with me. It was absolutely amazing. Thank you. I have 3 different screens going at once. So I figured out that I can do this. Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing? Thank you for signing on. Make sure to rewatch so that you get your zodiac sign if you didn't see it yet. Elizabeth, I think you're going to get a lot out of this. So go forth. Have an amazing day. Be a spiritual badass. And Oh, if you want to schedule a session, of course, I have to say that, you can go to lilyofthelight.com and we can delve deeper into you after the eclipse, which is such a big energy. Absolutely. We want to have you have the best, not just a general reading, but the best for yourself. And depending upon who you are, that could be completely different. Your rising sign, your moon sign, all of these things, come into play. And so it's just being able to be aware of that. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I am Lily with lilyofthelight.com. Have a great day. And don't forget to be a spiritual badass.